Hi there. Thanks for joining me today. Happy Monday if you're actually watching it on Monday. Happy Monday. Otherwise, I just hope you're having a good day, whatever day it is. And if you're new here, welcome. This is the book I'm working on right now. It's relatively new. It's only 1962, and I'm fondly calling it The Experiment because I want to see if I can make it look old. And it's just going to be for me. I want to make a simple grunge sample book. So what I've done already, just to catch you up, I've gutted it. I've taken the text. The text block has been removed. The spine has been fortified with some layers, several layers, to make it nice and hard. And I do that with a rolling pin and pantyhose. It's my version of, I learned it, I think it was from Pink Oddbird. I wish I could remember because I really strongly love to give credit where credit is due. She was curving hers around doweling, but she was using glycerin, and it worked very well for her. But I thought, I think Fabri-Tac or 3-in-1 will do the same thing, and it does, and it's great. So I think that part of it I came up with was the Fabri-Tac 3-in-1, and then wrap it around your, either depending on the size you want, doweling or rolling pin. I have 3 different sizes of rolling pins that I have found over the years, and I also do have doweling, thanks to, I have a son-in-law who is a carpenter. So anyhow, so I've put down some paper out of an 1888 book just as my base. I think I still am thinking either this little Mr. Bones here, or else I'm thinking a little bit of Leonardo. You can't go wrong with him. I also like St. Catherine bound to the wheel. I love old religious artwork. I am also toying with, let me put this back in here. So, the reason this is The Experiment is because I want to be able to see if it's doable to make a relatively new cover look old. Especially would be fantastic because if you've got a source of getting books that would be destined for the recycling pile, maybe it's a book that never sold very well, or your thrift store has them on 3 for $1, and you can transform them and make it look old. That's what we do. So I wanted bands, raised bands on the spine, which means I need to cover it. So I've ironed these. We painted these together, and I've ironed them so they're flat now. I love that I was able to use this piece of patterned fabric, so it looks like that's something I need to remember is I can use up some pieces of pattern scraps if the paint is dark enough. That's going to be good. Good to know in the future. Now, I pulled out my book because then I thought about collaging on the cover. So then I pulled out my Girl's Own Annual that I love. And the universe smiled down upon me the day it sent me my Girl's Own Annual because it cost me $1. And this book is fabulous. And if you see one, grab it. And I've got to tell you, These books will give you years of illustrations and text and papers. I mean, look at that. Look at the moth and the leaf with all the stages. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, silkworms. The culture of silk in Ireland and America. Wow. Look at this. It's just pages and pages of beautiful illustrations. And this print is where I got the print for here. I just used it. So I would dare say, and it's going to take me, I think, the rest of my career, however many years I have where I can comfortably create junk journals. I can't believe I'm at that stage in life, but I honestly have to keep it in the back of my mind. This one will probably serve me well for the rest of however long I use it for. But were I to not have one and want one, I've got to tell you, I would be comfortable if I saw this at an antique store, a Girl's Own Annual, and they're not rare. That maybe if you got the very first one ever in a first edition that's in beautiful condition. But otherwise, if you find one, this one's 1888, 1889. I myself would be very comfortable, and this is me, tightwad thrifter. I would be very comfortable spending anywhere upwards of $25 to even $40 for one of these books. So, and that's for my Canadian dollars. I'm not sure you would have to change that into whatever your money is. So if you decide that's the kind of book I'd like, and I really prefer this one. I have 2 Boys' Own Annuals. They're quite nice, but the illustrations aren't the kind we use as frequently. For those of us who like junk journaling, fortunately they were $1, so I don't mind that I've got them. I'm trying to get rid of one. They're too heavy to ship, so try and give one away. It's near impossible. So it's here in my studio until somebody will just come and get it. So, and because I live an hour outside of Toronto, if someone would just want a Boys' Own Annual, come and get it. Anyhow, I'm running off topic here. So in case you don't have one and you think, wow, I'd like one of those books, that's right up there. And this is right up there with my Edith Holden. One of these is, it's just page after page of useful. Look how pretty this window is. Can you imagine a pocket with this window? Anyhow, so I would, I happened to get mine for $1, but I would now, knowing the usefulness of it, I would happily spend $25 to $40 on it if I ever saw it on Etsy or eBay or in an antique store. I'd be very comfortable spending that. I'm not sure I'd go much higher than that, but I think you can find them for that. I do. So keep your eye peeled if you think this is something you'd like. Anyhow, it got me to thinking, if I'm going to collage on this book, see, I'm long-winded and everything all comes around full circle eventually. The front cover is so beautiful. So I removed it and scanned it. Well, no, I tried to scan it. This is where one of my pleas comes into play. I have an Epson 2760, which apparently is quite a nice printer. And for the life of me, I cannot figure out how to scan things and how to print things nicely with it. I'm not making the use of this printer that I know that I can. And if someone out there has one, I really could use even like a FaceTime tutorial, or if they're in the area, or if you know of someone, like, I'm wondering if I can call Staples and just, you know how they have like the Geek Squad, or is it Best Buy that has the Geek Squad? If they'd come to my house and actually show me how to use it, because I'm getting really terrible results when I try to scan and print. And even when I try and print, you know, some of you guys are wonderful and offer free beautiful things you've scanned, and I'm not having any luck getting a really pretty print off of my Epson printer. So if you could help me. Now, don't laugh. This is how I ultimately got a copy of this, because it's 1888, so I copied it, which is rare for me, but I didn't want to use the original, first of all, because this is too big for that little book. But I took a photo of it. And then I was able to simply turn the photo into a JPEG, put the JPEG into my Word program, and print it off. But it was too big, so I was able to make it smaller. So here were a few of my attempts. That one turned out nicer. It's a little, the color's a little better than this one. I learned to adjust the color to a higher quality rather than the default quality. But this one, I also figured out how to make it a little bit smaller. But I know that my printer can do so much more than what I'm making it do. But I'm not very techy. And I wish I lived somewhere where there were just oodles and oodles of people who know how to do this that could help me. Anyhow, I'm tempted to put this on the cover. Isn't that pretty? But I haven't decided yet. So that I've got to make a decision on that, and I'm not doing it right now. I'm sorry if you had your heart set on, oh, she's going to cover it, she's going to cover it. No, I'm not. I went to, I'm just checking in today is all I'm doing. But I went to Dollar Store and got a few things. I thought I'd share with you a few of the things that I found at Dollar Store. I needed a new big flat brush. Because I've ruined quite a few lately by forgetting to soak them at the end of the day, to at least just put them in water, even if I'm just going to walk away, to at least get them into water and do a little bit of but no, I come in the morning and I've ruined it. So, and I almost yesterday grabbed one of my sable brushes out of my watercolor kit, and I slapped my own hand away and said, don't you dare use that sable brush for gel medium. So so I found the size that I like at Dollarama. So let's get these. The elastics are not recyclable. Now, if I were like Nancy, these would get used and made into tags on Tuesday. But they're not. These are going in my blue box. And the elastics, unfortunately, are not recyclable. So this I'm happy with. It's the size I like, and I'm already thinking, why didn't I get more? Now this I will actually use quite a few times, because this is the kind of plastic I like when I'm making my faux cellophane tape, aged cellophane tape with alcohol ink, and I'll use them only so many times, and then they're covered in so much ink, or I've cleaned them, because you can clean the ink off with just alcohol. Anyhow, eventually they get tired. So this will actually at least get used several times before it does end up in the garbage. I try my best to be a environmentally friendly studio. Now I found this, and what part did I like? First of all, I like these because you can stick them right onto whatever you're going to stencil. I want just one of those for when I do the the gilding wax in there. Or else I thought maybe this one here. So I thought for $1.50, yes, I am happy to do that, because again, I consider this gear. I don't mind buying it from a store because it's gear. The stuff that my journals are made from, I like as much as possible to be secondhand. I got myself a couple of these, and I'm really hopeful for them. I've been using, where are they? Now, do you think I can find them? No, of course not. I have some of the tiny little wooden blocks of letters, the kind that are 99 cents in the aisle that lead to the cash registers at Michael's. You know the ones I'm talking about. I think they're 99 cents. So I'm hopeful that these will be easier for me to spell words with, because every once in a while I love being able to spell words. Again, faux cellophane tape. You can have it ready to go. And there we go. I like the lowercase. So I got two, because sometimes you make a word that has two E's in it, or, you know, two C's or two T's. So I thought I should get two just in case, and of course just leave them on that. And then I can spell out my word and put it where I want. So I'm hoping. Should we try? Let's give it a try. And maybe, I've got to cut them apart. We're not going to give them a try. I'll follow up and let you know if I like them or not. It looks like I'm going to have to use my scissors and cut these apart. That's fine. For $1.25 I can cut them apart. So I found those. Happy with that. I got this for myself. This is just a great deal for doing artwork in, where you just need cheap paper. You can't beat it, and it's a creamy color, so I don't like working with stark white. And it's $4. I also like them handy if grandchildren come over to visit. I usually like to have a couple of them in my studio, because I actually they can color in it, and then at the end I can say, you take that with you, that's yours now, and they're thrilled. So I've had that a couple times now, and And they run out fast at my Dollarama, so I saw one and I grabbed it. Gotta keep my receipt for taxes. Now, here's where I did something that goes against my second hand. But like I said, it's not always... Sometimes I break my own rule, but I try not to. But in this case, it says mini paper bags, and it intrigued me. And there's 10 for $1.25. So, oh my goodness. How cute is that? I'm not sure how I'm going to use it now. I had to have it. That's just the cutest. I don't know. I'm going to have to think about that. Look how cute that is. It's just 2.25 by 3.5. Oh, hi! My little friend just got upstairs. I think she got loose. She was downstairs with Daddy. Hold on. Okay. We have a gate at the... Our house is 2 stories high. We have a gate at the bottom to keep her on the main floor. So when hubby's just watching TV, he keeps her with him so they can have some time together. And I think he moved the gate or something, and up she came to say hello to me. But that was nice. Anyhow, I'm going to have to think about these. I think that was worth $1.25, even just to see how cute these little teeny tiny, world's tiniest paper bags. That's cute. These are my latest things that I have to be careful with. These staples. Because of when she is in my room, I don't want her to ever get hurt. So, and then I got myself some more, I already put it away. I shouldn't have put it away. I got some more burnt umber paint so that I don't run out of burnt umber. So I think what I will do is I'm going to go through my Girls Own Annual. Oh, wait, I'll show you. I got started. Oh, they're in my press. Hold on. My goodness, I'm all over the place today. I'm so sorry. I'm really scatterbrained. Can you tell it's Monday? I had these in my new paper press. Oh, look at that. Apparently, when you have it cranked down as tight as you can, it applies 3,600 pounds of pressure. Oh, so I got started on the signatures. I decided since this book is just for me, I'm just going to put 9 signatures in. If this were a book that's going to go into my Etsy shop for someone else, I would, for a 2-inch spine, I would definitely put 11 signatures in. I just like the look of more smaller signatures. You know that. But this... I forgot how much I liked this tea-dyed paper, and I'm going to find the woman who taught how to do this tea-dyed paper. See how wrinkly it is? She tea-dyes her paper in a really unique way. She literally dips it in the bath really quick, crumples it in a ball, and puts it in a pan, in a 9x13 pan, crumpled up in a ball, and lets it dry like that. And that's how you get all this. And then you iron it afterwards. So I'll put the link to her tutorial down below, because look at the interesting And I completely forgot about it. I found this paper when I started looking for what I want to put in. And I'm just getting started. So I always get started by having a blank outer page to start with. It doesn't necessarily mean it will always be the outer page, but it just helps me know that I have balance for the time being. And we can get going. But you can see here we've got lots of room. I'm still going to give myself oodles of room because this is going to be a sample book for me, so that I can grab it when I have a stupor of thought and think, oh, I need to do something in this journal. What should I do? I want to be able to grab this book and go, oh yeah, I haven't done this in a long time. So I'm not going to put a whole lot of pages in this book, but I still want it to be fun for me because it's for me. So anyhow, I got started on it. So it was just a little catch-up day today. So there we go. Hope that wasn't too dull for you, and I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you have a great week. We'll get together at some point through the week, but in the meantime, happy Monday, and have a great rest of your week. Oh, here's the tiny bags. Yay! We'll talk soon. Bye.